So I want you each to talk about your research topic, and I'm really interested in thinking about students who might listen to this, interested in hearing you talk about why and how you selected the topic that you ended up selecting. Do you want to start, Jaden?
Yeah, sure. So my topic was basically the correlation between implicitly political films and political polarization. So I guess in kind of simpler, like easier to understand, is basically a film that's not about politics, and those pop culture films that, are films that we all know, we love, we watched growing up. Like, for example, films such as like Bambi or Disney films or, random things that aren't about politics. And then how watching those growing up affects our political beliefs and our willingness to kind of listen to other people that are in different, political parties than we are. And so it was relating those two kind of correlations together, I guess you could say, was kind of my topic. And the way that I went about choosing my topic was because I am very politically active, and I'm such an activist. I love politics. I love talking about politics, like reading about it, getting to know more about politics. And I also was interested in majoring in film, or, learning more about the film world. I love, art and film and creativity. And so I wanted to try and connect those two aspects of my life and things that I find interesting. And AP Research gave me the freedom to do that. And so, that's why I kind of chose that topic.
Wonderful. I can imagine that your mind is not resting very much in this period of time as we near the political election, or we're in the political election season that we're in. So you're probably very busy thinking about things right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Hannah, how about you?
So I took more of a data-driven approach. So it's kind of a long spiel, but I studied the correlation between cumulative debt among low-income college graduates and the relationship to home ownership. Just for context, my parents both work in real estate, so I'm very knowledgeable on like the real estate market and the economy. I also was about to enter into college, and the conversation at almost every single family dinner was, how are we going to pay for it? And so and like, how much debt did I want to go into? And there were just a lot of like very adult questions on my small like teenage brain, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I took AP Research to work through actually some of my own struggles and my own issues, because I did a qualitative study, and I did interviews with people, and so I got to hear their stories. Like, an ethnography can be so powerful, not just to your readers but also to the actual like researcher. So yeah, I really wanted to explore, like, how do the choices that I'm going to make at 17, 18 years old, how is that going to influence me when I'm 50? Because I've heard so many stories from like my own family, my own like friends, and I've heard like in the media, like these stories of these college graduates who are coming out with so much debt. And I'm like, how can you possibly get ahead in this world if you're already hindered at like such a young age? So I've explored that.
Both of you, so smart, and such good thinking has gone into that work.